Up next, LIKECHARITY, come on up. And this is Britt Hyatt, I think? No, LIKECHARITY.
LIKECHARITY, I'm Tyg O'Toole. I'm over here from Ireland. I'd like to tell Sunil that we are getting generous networking happening here in the Triangle. I'm getting lots of support, so I'd like to thank everyone here for that. So before I start, I'd just like to ask a few questions and get you guys involved a bit. How many people here have given to charity in the last year? Yeah, I think about 94% of American households have given to charity in the last year. And how many of you think that charities spend the money that the money they spend on fundraising is spent efficiently? Yeah, it's a really big problem in the sector. And it's a problem that about 2 years ago I started to deal with in Ireland. And that's why I founded LIKECHARITY. So I'll just find the clicker.
Oh, sorry.
Here. So nonprofits in the US are about a $2 trillion sector. And they're going through a massive transformation. And it's a transformation that we all see today, but that they really struggle to deal with. And one of the reasons they struggle is that they're incredibly dependent on paper still. They get most of their income and their donors from direct mail. One organization that we know of spends $30 million a year sending direct mail, and they net just $5 million in income. And they know they need to change, but they really just don't know how. And this is the problem that we solve. And it's a really big problem. They spend $48 billion every year fundraising and recruiting donors. And this fundraising is highly inefficient. They spend between $300 and $500 recruiting a donor who gives them just $15 a month. We believe that this can be significantly improved. How many here did the Ice Bucket Challenge? Yeah. So about 2.1 million US people donated to ALS doing the Ice Bucket Challenge. And that was about 0.67% of the population. In Ireland, LIKECHARITY hosted most of the donations on Ice Bucket. 500,000 people in Ireland donated, 11% of the population. We believe that using compelling content and mobile can significantly improve consumer engagement. In Ireland, if ALS had used our platform here, they would have had 15 times as many people engaging and potentially raised $1 billion. And what we do is we create emotionally compelling content and link it to mobile response to engage donors in a completely different way and deliver highly efficient solutions. We work with nonprofits who are currently spending $20 million or more, and we get them to allocate us a chunk of their existing budget, and we spend it through our platform to deliver 25% lower cost and significantly higher lifetime values. We have 200 charities on our platform to date. Almost 800,000 people have donated through our platform. And we see higher lifetime values, higher engagement, and over $80,000 a month in revenue. So we're just at the cusp of changing a whole sector and how they engage and the revenue that they can generate from that engagement. So we're looking for people to get involved with us, to help us grow this sector. And as an experiment, I'd like you to take out your mobile phone. And if you think you can help us or you'd like to know more about what we do, just text the word LIKE to 58888. and we'll get in contact or ask me questions. If you have any questions about what we do or would like to know more, just text LIKE to 58888. And if you do it now, you'll get a sense for how we engage with people. That's it.
You want to go first, David?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so I didn't get a good sense of the actual product, what's involved. Can you talk about the various modules that are involved? It sounds like text to give is part of it, but not everything.
Yeah, so what we do is we look at the entire donor journey in terms of demand generation initially. So we use a lot of television. We do paid TV commercials. We also embed compelling content into live TV shows. And really what we're about is creating really emotionally compelling content, placing it in media where people are already in a strong frame of mind in terms of responding, and then capturing those responses, giving them a really easy way to respond and an instant way to respond, and then bringing them through a funnel that involves them sending a text message, maybe clicking a link if it's in an online environment, and then processing, gathering their data and bringing them through a process where they ultimately become a donor for the organization. And really our technology optimizes all of those steps so that we don't lose donors along the way.
So I'm a simple guy. I'm a simple capitalist. What's the exit strategy for a company like Charity? What's the end of your journey in terms of an outcome?
So there's two stages really to the outcome for us. In the most simple format, if we can take the existing media spend and the money these organizations are spending on acquiring donors and do it more efficiently, there's a potential exit to somebody like Omnicom, WPP, or one of the big players in that space. But what we're actually really more interested in doing is looking at all of that donor data that we're seeing and facilitating nonprofits and donors using that data to generate additional income for their nonprofits by sharing that data with commercial organizations in such a way that if I'm browsing online and I go to Verizon's website, Verizon can dip into our system and see what charities I support and use that data to incentivize me to complete my process or purchase.
Does charitable big data exist today anywhere?
Not really. Not in the context that we're looking at it. So in Ireland, we've had 800,000 people, nearly 25% of the population that we've got profiles on now as to what causes they support. And that's incredibly powerful data in terms of motivating those people to take commercial decisions. In order to do that, what we see is that we need to, in order to gather that data, we need to insert ourselves into the donor acquisition process of the biggest organizations in the country, help them get efficient at gathering donors and gathering data, and then once we have all that data, we can facilitate them in monetizing that in a commercial environment. And that's where we'd ultimately like to go.
Very cool. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It was great.